Hello there, welcome back to some more Skyward Sword HD. In the last episode we went through the Gate of Time, and now we're going to speak to Impa, who is on the other side. At last. I've been expecting you, Joey. You are doubtless overwhelmed, so I'll explain things as simply as I can. This is the Temple of Hylia, though it will come to be known as the Sealed Temple sometime in the future. You stand in the past, ages before your own time. Here the goddess, Hylia, was only just sealed away, demise. And little time has passed since the goddess sent the outcropping of rock into the sky that will one day become Skyloft. It is true that to its name you have passed through the Gate of Time to an era in the distant past. You will have many questions, but for now you must proceed back through the great doors behind you. It is there the person you've risked life and blood to defend waits for you. Okay. You've come so far, Joey. I'm glad you made it. Hello. I imagine Impa filled you in on everything. We've travelled very far from home, to the distant past. In this era, the wounds inflicted on the land during the battle between the goddess and the demon king known as Demise have not yet healed. And all the fairy tales about that war we heard growing up in Skyloft, incredible as it may seem, they appear to be all too real. I think it's time you learned the whole story. Let me try to explain. The old gods created a supreme power that gave anyone who possessed it the ability to shape reality and fulfill any desire. They called it the Triforce. In his thirst to make the world his own, Demise readied a massive army of monsters for war. He sought to take the Triforce for himself by force. The goddess feared for her people. She used her power to send both them and the Triforce into the sky and a slice of earth she cut away from the land. This floating rock became the new home of our people. In time it became to be known as Skyloft. After a long and fierce battle, the goddess Hylia succeeded in sealing away Demise. However, soon after the Demon King was imprisoned, it became clear that the seal would not hold long against his fearsome power. Hylia had suffered grave injuries in her battles with the Demon King. She knew that if he broke free again, there would be no stopping him. And if the Demon King were to free himself, it would mean the end of the world for all beings of this land. In order to put an end to the Demon King, Hylia devised two separate plans and set them both into motion. Hey? What? Okay. First, she created Phi. She made the spirit that resides in your sword to serve a single purpose, to assist her chosen hero on his mission. Her second plan was to abandon her divine form and transfer her soul to the body of a mortal. She made this sacrifice, as you have likely guessed, so that the supreme power created by the old gods could one day be used. For while the supreme power of the Triforce was created by gods, all of its power can never be wielded by one. Knowing this power was her last and only hope, the goddess gave up her divine powers in her immortal form. You've probably figured it out by now, haven't you, Joey? You are the chosen hero. And I, Zelda, I'm the goddess, reborn as a mortal. The day of the ceremony, Gurihume's tornado tossed me out of the sky and down to the world below. I was nearly captured by the demonic forces, but I was rescued at the last minute by the old woman who lives in the sealed grounds. I had no memory at all of my existence as Hylia, but she explained it to me. She helped to remember who I was and what I had to do. I set out to pray at the goddess's statues located in each temple across the land. Each statue stirred up memories within me. After I visited them all, Impa, an agent of the goddess, led me here to the past. All of this is part of the same great effort to prevent the revival of Demise. I keep saying Demise is not his name, it's Demise. Stripped of his true physical form by the seal that binds him, he takes the shape of an abomination, but even in his hideous state, he's more than capable of devouring this land if we allow him to do what he desires. We must stop him from freeing himself from the seal that imprisons him, at any cost. That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place. God damn it, interesting story, butchered by a fucking idiot! That is why I intend to remain here in this time and place, to sustain the seal as best as I can. As long as I continue this vigil, we may be able to prevent the Demon King from fully reviving himself in our own time. I must maintain the seal that I created so long ago and keep it strong for as long as I'm able. With the memories of my former life returning to me, I can see now that this place is my purpose. Joey, the goddess created Phi and the great blade she's a part of for very specific reasons. For the task of standing against Demise in the monstrous form he now assumes rests solely on your shoulders. Back in our own time, you've already driven him back into his prison twice now. I can't thank you enough for that, Joey. During your long journey, you've grown so much. You learned wisdom from solving devious puzzles and traps. You gained power by honing and tempering both yourself and your sword, and by overcoming the trials set before you by the goddess, you found true courage. Now that those qualities reside in you, you are worthy of wielding the power the old gods left behind for our kind. You can claim the Triforce. Valiant hero, you have endured many hardships and journeyed far on your quest to reach this place. Along your travels you have found wisdom, power and courage, and for this I shall bless your sword with the goddess's power. May it give you and your sword the strength to drive back the abomination that threatens this land. The mark you see upon the back of your hand is proof that you are the hero of legend, and that within you dwells sacred power. It is the mark of the Triforce. Stand now, Joey. Draw your sword. Okay. The goddess has blessed your blade, and the Master Sword has at last achieved its ultimate form. The sword is now imbued with the mythical power to drive back demons, and only Joey may wield it. Joey, before I say another word, I feel like I owe you an apology. You see, the mark of the Triforce on your hand is a symbol of the greatest power in this world. If you can obtain the actual Triforce, we will have the power to vanquish demise once and for all. The problem is, among the countless souls in this world, only a select few, those with an unbreakable spirit, can wield its might. It's impossible to know the true reason why the old gods created the Triforce, but I have a theory of my own. The gods created the Triforce, yet they specifically designed it so that their own kind could never use its power. Somehow I think that may have been their way of giving hope to all the mortal beings of the land. Which brings us back to you. To face demise and give the land hope, the goddess Hylia needed someone with an unbreakable spirit. That someone is you, Joey. But spirit alone wasn't enough. You had to overcome many trials and awaken the hero within yourself so that you could wield that supreme power. And so Hylia, and so I knew that if it meant saving Zelda, you would throw yourself headfirst into any danger without even a moment's doubt. I used you. I can't begin to tell you how sorry I am for pulling you into all of this, Joey. We have to understand this is a war, and the fate of the land hangs in the balance. I need your strength to tip the scales in our favour. All that may be well-intentioned and true, but it doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't excuse my actions. But I'm prepared to pay the price for what I've done. To ensure that the seal holds, I will remain here in this time, deep in sleep for thousands of years. Joey, I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry for the way I had to involve you in this. But until my memory of the things before our lifetime returned to me, I had no idea we were fated to carry such a heavy destiny. Before all this, I was happy just spending my days hanging around with you in Skyloft. I wanted that feeling to last forever. While it's true that I'm Hylia Reborn, I'm still my father's daughter and your friend. I'm still your Zelda. When demise is finally gone, there'll be no need for the seal that binds him, and then I'll be able to wake up. So I'm going to ask you a favour, sleepyhead. Ever since we were kids, I'd always be the one to wake you up when you slept in. But this time, when all of this is over, will you come to wake me up? I promise. No! What have you said there? Link knows what he must do. I see you've said goodbye. Now you must keep the promise you made to her. You must find the Triforce. Return to your time. There's work to be done there. Do not fear for Zelda. I will watch over her here. Now go now and fulfill your destiny. Okay. So you've returned. Then you know everything. On the other side of that gate, Zelda waits, suspending in a sleep without end. But do not despair, for she is still alive and well. Time is weird. Because, basically, that would mean that she was here since the start of the game. She's always been here. Because it happened thousands of years in the past. So she was always here and in Skyloft, but then she went down the thing and then got taken, then get back and then put back again, even though she's always been there the whole time. Time's fucking... True to legend, the Triforce is the one thing with the power to vanquish demise. It is thought to have been hidden within Skyloft by the goddess. Sadly, this is all we know of where it rests. All of the clues to its whereabouts have been lost to the ages. Joey, you have likely come to the same conclusion, but I will spell it out just the same. The key to finding the Triforce must be in Skyloft. Go now, Joey. Find the Triforce. Whoa there, hold up. Joey, there's something I've got to tell you. So Zelda, how's she holding up? Was she okay when you saw her? Actually, that's terrible. It's got to be so hard for the poor girl. But you're going to do something about this mess, right? Joey, I've made up my mind. I'm not going back. I'm staying right here with Granny. Oh, don't look so bummed out. Do I look sad now? I'm doing what I want to do. I don't know how to explain it. I've got this feeling in my belly that there's work to do here. Someone's got to watch that big ugly monster, and someone's got to make sure Granny's doing alright. It ain't as action-packed as what you're doing, but maybe this is my destiny, you know what I mean? Besides, it's not so bad here. Living up in the sky is okay, I guess, but don't you just love the way it smells down here? What? That's not weird to say. Fuck you. Check it out. Zelda and Granny have brought life back to the land here. I bet even the weakest sapling could grow into one beast of a tree and soar like this. It'd brighten this place up a little too. I mean, sure, it'd take a few years for it to grow, but as far as I'm concerned, I've got nothing but time. It's weird to say out loud, but that's just how I feel right now. So yeah, you know, when you get back to Skyloft, do me a favour and let people know I'm doing alright down here. Colin and Stritch might get a little emotional since they took a look up to me, but you tell them I'm happy, okay? Thanks, Joey. Sure, I can do that. See you, Goose. I'll be back. I've got shit to do. You raise the net slightly too fast and the birds go, no! Fuck you! Bye-bye! Okay, I'm gonna go get the, go to Skyloft, I suppose. I've got things to do and I've got to do them. 1100 money? It's pretty decent. Yes. To the sky! You'd be surprised to know we're only about 2/3 of the way through the game. Maybe even less. Okay. To Skyloft. I want to go to the goddess statue, but first... I did press the button, but it made me do it before I did it. Alright, lad. He's missing. Aha! How can I assist you? I'm fine. Aha! Of course, someone as bright savvy as yourself doesn't need to hear me ramble on straight to business. Please find visualize in this landscape of fantastical treasures I've prepared for you today. Hee hee. No. Oh, welcome, darling. I'm happy to hold on to anything my precious darling needs me to. Anything at all. Great! I hope you don't know where to go, sweetie. No. It's all good. Okay. One bag I don't need. I'd rather have bottle the 4. See you next time. Tee-hee. Right, mate. I haven't seen the fortune teller much these days. You know how his crystal ball got broken, right? I just hope he's not sitting at home kicking himself and after seeing this. Would you mind running over and checking in on him? His house on the eastern edge of Skyloft, you see. Okay. I would love to. I'd love nothing more than to help an old crazy person with big old mental eyes figure out what he's doing. Sparrow's house. I'm fine. Go on, please leave me be. My crystal ball is shattered, and without it my eyes can look gaze deeply into the future. It's almost as though these exquisite all-seeing eyes of mine have begun to dull and cloud over with sadness now that my crystal ball is gone. If only I had a new crystal ball to gaze into. Is it not true that you recovered a piece of the windmill from beneath the clouds recently, young man? This shattered crystal ball was salvaged from below by Gondor's ancestor long before it found its way into my delicate hands. There may still be others like it where it came from. Ah, yes. Would you search for a new one for me? I will. Yes! No doubt you can see the gratitude in my eyes. The woman who originally retrieved this crystal ball is said to have reportedly found it in a building atop a mountain peak. Could you believe it? Your dowsing ability can be calibrated to locate the crystal ball that this person is seeking. However, if you are searching for another object that someone has asked you to find, the target will be removed when you switch to this target. You wish to set the crystal ball as your dowsing target? Sure. Understood, Master. I'll set your dowsing target to the crystal ball in question. I'm counting on you, young man. Without my crystal ball, I cannot gaze into the future. Oh no, my eyes, they're droop with despair. Please make me a new crystal ball with all haste. Alright, I mean, that's easy. I actually know exactly where it is, because I already hit it with my bug. Just by chance. If this is the same ball we're talking about, but I think so. It was a large, shiny sphere. It's going to be down here. Oh-wee. The temple entrance. There it is, thank you. There, look, on the left, did you see it? That shiny ball. Let's just get up there to examine it. There we go. I've located a substance that closely resembles the material used in the fortune teller's crystal ball. It should make a suitable replacement. Shall I call the robot to collect it? Yes. Master, I'll send word to the robot using telepathic transmission. Mistress Fi, I'm here. Oh, you want me to carry this? Hey, Master Shortpants, how come you always get the easy jobs? I'll be waiting for you in the sky, so don't take too long. Okay. Master, I suggest we also return to the sky and collect the crystal ball as soon as possible. Alright. I'll do it now. Then I need to head back to the desert to get some resources to upgrade my shite. And lots of them, including ornamental skulls. I need to kill a bunch of goblinos. Or goblins. Alright then. Here's that bright and shiny crystal ball, Bazat. If you need me, Mr. Bursch, clang, feel free to call. For Mistress Fire, I'll travel to any destination, because it is... Oh, what do my eyes behold? This is it, you found it. This is exactly the same as the crystal ball I used before. Fates and fortunes, my eyes are wide with a thrill of possibility and damp with tears of gratitude. I'll be able to start gazing into the future and making predictions at once. Come by the bazaar again and I'll tell you a fortune for a special price. You got 5 gratitude crystals. Crystals feeling gratitude in crystallized form. Yes. Okay, so that's one more happy customer. Very pleased to do business with you. Alright. So, as far as I know, yeah, Gratitude Crystal won't show you Gratitude Crystal quests, which limits its usefulness somewhat. There's a cube down here? Or does this point to chests too? It's not much use if it points to chests. I don't want to do chests. Yeah, so I think it also points to chests, but there might not be any cubes in Skyloft, so that would make sense. Anywho, I did the crystals. Is there anything else I need to do? I want to go see about the Triforce. I should go to the goddess's statue, I believe. That makes the most sense to me. Hoppa! And then we'll go have a look. Oh yeah, I want to get like the Nehru Desert shit, which I will do, but not this second. Let's investigate. You've called for me, Master. Let's have a look at the objective. Master, you must now find the Triforce in order to vanquish Demise. I strongly recommend you search for information about the Triforce within Skyloft. Current session playtime, 24 hours, 51 minutes. You've only been playing for a day. What's the problem? Well, I should probably go ask one of the people in the school and the professors or the headmaster or whatever. Someone will know. I should also go tell them about Goose. Alright lads, Goose is fine. Instructors. I must admit, I'm starting to think I might need to get a remnant of my own. The Triforce, what's that? Does that have anything to do with it with me, yeah? Oh, hello, Joey. The Triforce. Sorry, I can't say I know what that is. Perhaps you should ask the headmaster. Which is who I was going to ask the first time anyway, but, you know. I'm the King of Red Lions. Ah, hello, Joey. Have you heard anything more about my daughter? What is it? If you know anything at all, I urge you to share it with me. You want to tell me, but you can't. Well, I understand. I'm sure you have good reason for keeping quiet. Joey, I've been doing some thinking since we last spoke. You have had this destiny thrust upon you without warning or choice, for that matter, but I wish to help you as best I can. I'm getting older and I lack the vigor of youth, but even old men have ways of being useful too. I wish to share as much of my knowledge with you as I can. If you have any question at all about Skyloft or its history, I would be glad to tell you all that I know. Actually, what do I know of the Triforce? Joey, where did you hear that word? It's true that the ancient texts make several mentions of the Triforce within their pages. Unfortunately, the actual location of the Triforce isn't illuminated in any of those tomes. Its whereabouts are lost to history. Sorry, Joey, it shames me to say it, but my knowledge is of little use on this subject. Do I know anyone else who might know more about the Triforce? Within Skyloft? No, I doubt anyone else in town would know much about a subject as ancient and archaic as that. Hey. Joey, just a moment. Though there is one whose vast knowledge may be of use. Surely you're familiar with Levius, the great sky spirit who has guarded our realm for ages? Levius has served as a protector of our skies for a long time, and his knowledge of our world is encyclopedic, to put it mildly. If anyone in the entirety of Skyloft and beyond were to know about the Triforce, it would be him. Where is he? Yes, I feared that might be your next question. About that. I imagine in your travels you've taken notice of the tremendous thunderhead that suddenly appeared in our skies. Recently I've heard rumors suggesting that Levius is trapped inside that massive cloud. I asked Instructor Owland to look into this troubling cloud in order to determine if there's any truth to these rumors. I had meant to inquire about his findings earlier, but completely forgot about it after Zelda went missing. Instructor Owland can fill me in on the details later, so why don't you go speak with him yourself and see what his investigation has revealed. Instructor Owland. Alright, mate. Ah, Joey, how goes your search for Zelda? Have you found her yet? What? Levius? I assume you've been speaking to the headmaster then, I take it. If I'm correct, Levius is the one inside the Thunderhead, but that's not the Levius that we all know. That's a monster. It certainly looks like Levius, but last time I approached him he came rushing at me and his eyes, they were full of malice. People change, or did. Wizened creatures change, rather. Oh, or people change, or old, wizened creatures change, rather. A little like did to me. Perhaps it's more that he is possessed by something. That's how it felt to me. What? You want to talk to Levius? That's impossible. I don't think Levius is capable of listening, not in his current state, no. And even if you were to get close enough to talk to him, he would likely end up with you getting brushed aside and sent flying to your death in a sea of clouds. What? You're still planning on going? I see. It's because you need to find Zelda. I understand. I get the feeling nothing I could say would talk you out of it. Hey, I have an idea. Come with me. Levius is inside the Thunderhead. He's been acting so strangely, like something has possessed him. If we can somehow free him from whatever it is that has a hold over him, then there's a chance he will return to his senses. Listen well, Joey, because I'm about to teach you a very powerful bird riding technique. It's called the Spiral Charge. Using the Spiral Charge, you can rid Levius of the blight that has hold of him. The technique is quite easy to perform. All you have to do is press X. However, the acceleration effect lasts longer than any attack move you've used so far. Maintaining stable flight can be tricky. This is a technique that only senior Knight Academy students who have mastered high-level flight skills are allowed to perform. It's still a bit too early for you, but this is an extraordinary circumstance, so I'll make an exception this time. However, I will test you. First, dive off this platform and call your bird. Okay. Listen up, Joey. I'll taught you offering to perform a spiral charge when you press X. Use the spiral charge attack to break the 10 targets placed around the floating boulders up ahead. If you can destroy 10 targets in under 120 seconds, I'll recognize you as a skilled bird rider. Alright, off you go. This changed my charge into a much more useful attack. Okay, cool. To a certain extent, pathing matters, but not really. They give you plenty of time. How do you get the birds to play ball? Who knows? Also, as you notice, there's more than 10 targets. Oh, you managed to destroy 10 targets within the time limit. If you can control your bird that well, you'll have no problems at all. I knew you could do it, Joey, and what a magnificent red bird. You are henceforth permitted to use the spiral charge attack as a qualified bird rider. The next thing we have to address is just how to go about finding Levius. Maybe the owner of the Lumpy Pumpkin might know something. Every year he makes an offering to his pumpkin soup for Levius. Go to the Lumpy Pumpkin and ask him what he knows. Okay. So now I can do a big old spiral charge. It's slightly better than the normal charge move, in that it has a bigger hitbox, so it's easy to hit things. Not that necessarily makes it completely foolproof, but it's better. Now all I need is a head torch and go around flying at night. I don't think you ever get the ability to fly at night. Mostly because there's nothing there in most places at night time. So it would be a waste of everybody's time. You have to land face first. That's how all knights do it. Oh, what's the matter? You know, you got something mighty serious on your mind. Actually, Levius? What about him? Sure, I know Levius well, but I wasn't aware anything was wrong. Every year I offer him an entire basin full of my pumpkin soup. But lately a huge thunderhead has been brewing there and I haven't yet made this year's offering. I tell you, I feel horrible about it. You say that you'll deliver a pot of my soup to Levius? Huh? I don't know how you plan to fly into that huge thunderhead brewing out there, but if that's the case, I'm going to do everything I can to make Levius the best batch of soup ever. You wait right here, I'm getting inspired to fire up some soup like I've never souped before. Voila! Here it is. I've been cooking this stuff for well over 10 years, and I have to say this is my best batch of pumpkin soup I've ever created. Master, I have a signal for the robot. Miss Fry, I'm here! Bzz. Oh, this is another heavy load, but don't worry, I can carry anything. I'll be waiting outside, I can take you wherever you need to go as soon as you're ready, Zat. The place where I offer soup to Levius is inside the 100th cloud, and the place where I offer soup to Levius is inside the Thunderhead cloud, on an island with an everlasting rainbow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. Good luck. Okay. I'll be leaving now. Goodbye. Hello. Oh, thanks for having me carry the pumpkins the other day. Thanks to you, we're ready to plant the new seeds. The only thing is, plowing the patch so that it's ready to be planted is hard work. If only there was someone who was so really good at plowing the field. I know someone. Really? If that's the case, I'd love to have this person help me out. If you find this person, please tell them to come find me right away, okay? I calculate a 9% chance that this request is in some way connected to gratitude crystals. Your dancing ability can be calibrated to locate the person who will plough the pumpkin patch for this girl. However, if you are searching for another object that someone has asked you to find, the target will be removed when you switch to this target. Do you wish to set your dancing target to a person to plough the pumpkin field? Yes. Understood, Master. I'll set your dancing object to find an individual who can plough the pumpkin patch. Is there really someone who would help me out? Well, I'll try to keep my hopes up and just wait here patiently till they show up. Sure. But first, I've got to help. I've got to help Levius first, but I will sort this out. Basically, no one knows how to get into the Thunderhead, but I do. I know full well. Now, here's where we try and spiral charge into this thing and fucking fail miserably, but I'm going to give it a good go. Back off. Right. I think with the spiral charge I can also kill other things. Still don't have a way of swinging my sword on my bird, but I guess the chance of cutting your bird would be too high. I suppose. In we go. Leave me. Here we go. 1 pumpkin soup. I'm unloading this cargo of pumpkin soup here. You've picked an odd place for soup delivery. Feels dangerous. Something could jump out at us at any moment. Hungry for soup. Or robot. I'm out of here. See you around. Great spirit of the skies, Levius. So this is a sky boss. Get ready for awful flying. The potential for death. I think the eyes will hit back. Okay. Die, please. Further away than I thought. Still further away than I thought. But not that far away. Slow down. Let him catch back up. It's just not very clear fighting in the sky. You have no perception of depth, so that was a hit, surely. It's barely missed. Right, Scarlet. Very mean. There we go. The underside of the beast is at the top of the beast. I guess I'll soon find out. Owie. Oh, it's the top. Let us fight. Ocular parasite. Hylocyte. It's a tennis boss. It wouldn't be Zelda without a tennis boss. How did I miss? Guess I aimed in a bad way. I've got the Skyward Strike, so I might as well use it. Burst it straight at him. Die. Hitting it so many times in the eye must not be good for it. Ah, it moved. You bitch. I didn't move this time. What the? Okay. I get it. Right. Cool. I have to hit him more than once. Ah! Okay, I need to just move further back so I get more time to react. Eh? What? Slice, but not well enough. There we go. I'm hitting him. I'm hitting him well. Come on, mate. You know you want to die. Tell me, boy, was it you who brought me this most delectable cauldron of pumpkin soup? I must apologize for my earlier behavior. A most peculiar and irksome pest possessed me. I was not myself. But that business is done with now. This delicious aroma of that soup has restored me to my senses. I am the great spirit they call Levias. Before she passed from this world so long ago, the goddess Helio appointed me as warden of the skies. And what do they call you, boy? Ah, Joey is it? A rather pleasing name that. Your parents clearly have excellent taste in names. You carry a curious sword, boy, and I sense a silent power dwelling somewhere in that little frame. I see it now, Joey. You're the goddess's chosen hero. How interesting. I assume you've come to hear what I know of the Triforce. That's right. As I suspected. Listen closely and I will tell you. As you likely know, long ago an evil force attempted to take the Triforce for his own. The goddess did everything in her power to prevent it from falling into his hands. For the safety of all things, she hid the Triforce somewhere within the vacuum called Skyloft. However, its location has been kept secret. Even I do not know where it rests now, but the goddess did entrust me with a hint as to the Triforce's location. The clue is a song meant to be played on the harp you hold. It is known as the Song of the Hero. The song is the key to revealing the secret location of the Triforce. The goddess split this song into 4 parts. She entrusted 1 part to me and the other 3 to the dragons of the land. You must gather each of the parts of the Song of the Hero, seek out the dragons and convince them to teach you their parts. When they've taught you what they know, come to me and I will complete the song with my own voice. The dragons can be found at Farron Woods, Eldin Volcano, and the Nevu Desert. Go on then, find the dragons you now seek. Off you pop. Fuck off now then. So we've made the Thunderhead nice again. Basically. There's still enemies in it, but there's not like thunder and misery and death. So we've got to go to the dragons. So here's the 4th part. So when you've got all the other parts, go to him and he'll fix it for you. So, I've got to go tell, I forgot, but I've got to go tell Corlin and Stritch that Bruce is okay. So let me go tell them. I'll be doing this now. Okay. Excellent. Wahoo. Owie. Right. This is your room, is it not? Well, neither of them are here. Where are they these days? Cleanliness is next to nightliness. Here's Goose. Alright, mate. Oh, so it's all over. What do you want, Joey? Have you come to laugh at me on my miserable state? Just leave me alone. I came to tell you that Goose is alright. That's what I wanted to do. Jesus. Try and help some people. Fucking hell. Alright. Well. I want to go speak to Beedle to make sure he hasn't got anything else to buy. I don't believe that he does, but we'll see. I think I can claw shot the bell. Why wouldn't I be able to? Right then, mate. Up we go. God damn it. Come back. I pressed A twice by mistake. Which made me let go. Like a fool! Alright. Want to know why I'm on a bicycle? Yeah, why? Oh, gee, a curious one. I pedal this bike to generate enough electricity to keep the place in the air. Plus, all this pedaling's going to be in fantastic shape. You ever say my lifestyle's pretty eco-friendly, but with you on board, there's plenty of extra weight, so I have to pedal as hard as I can. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to be rude. Please have a look around. I've got all kinds of great stuff. I'm going to go see Beedle at night. Yes, my name is Beedle. Oh, I'm an eloquent soul who loves a bug or two. I have a good bug. Know what I'm saying? There he is with his little bug. His favourite. I have nothing to talk to you about, I suppose. Not yet, anyway. So I will proceed back to the morning times. Whee! And end the episode in a minute because it's already been 47 minutes. Time does fly. Next time I need to go back to the Nehru Desert and make sure I get lots of shit done. Lots of items, materials, freedom, tumbleweeds, all that good stuff. Okay, right. I'll see you guys next time when we go, I haven't actually saved in a while, when we go and go to the Nehru Desert and explore to get some items, but I don't want to do the quest for reasons I will explain next time. But see you then. Goodbye.